So now, let's move on to tracking because this is important. If you're ready for tracking, let me know and say yes in the box. That way I know I haven't put you to sleep with the stuff we're doing so far. Good. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to do tracking. I use a service called ClickMagick. I've used all the services out there. For some reason, I keep coming back to this one. So with ClickMagick, let's see here. So Eric, I'll get to that at the end, okay? Just remind me. So with ClickMagick, the reason I like it is because the numbers seem to be pretty consistent, okay? They seem to be pretty consistent, and like I said, the idea with that is you want numbers to actually match. Now, your numbers from Facebook, your numbers from your solo ads are never going to match these numbers exactly. So get over that. It's not going to happen. But with this, you're going to be able to track pretty good on your end and make some decisions. So please watch closely because I'm going to show you everything that you need to do to get started and to do this in a decently intelligent way to get started. You guys ready? Okay. So, first things first. First things first. What we are going to go in here and do is I'm going to show you a couple other pages that we use this on. Okay? So I'm going to show you another thing that we're using this on so you can actually see this in action. So what we've got here is I'm going to pull you into, let's go to ClickFunnels so I can show you another page. And then I'm going to come back and show you how to set it up from scratch. So let me pull this up, and I'm just going to show you our AdLab setup. Okay? So this is our AdLab setup. Let me find our most recent sales page. So here's our AdLab sales page. We've got that here. And here's our AdLab thank you page. So this is the thank you page after they buy. So I'm going to open this up real quick. And you won't understand all of this yet, but I'm going to show you. Does everybody see this little custom JavaScript HTML thing down here? So what this is doing, this is a tracking link from ClickMagick that's tracking and it's telling us something, okay? So it's telling us that we made a sale. Now you won't be able to track a sale with an affiliate setup, but that's okay. We're not looking to do necessarily that, but I just wanted to show you that's what it sort of looks like when you put it on the page, okay? I'm going to go back to our sales page here and see if I can find where I've got the tracking link on here because I've got it set up in here too. Make sure I can find this. I may have it down at the bottom. Or I may not be able to find where I put the darn thing because sometimes I hide them from myself. And yeah, let's see if I can see it here. Yeah, there we go. It's in the footer. The one thing I want you to pay attention to here is, do you see this where it says ref in the URL? That's not going to make any sense yet, but do you see it at least? This is important because this is something that you have to edit to track certain actions on pages. And I just want you to take a look at that. So when we see this here, this is going to be important in a couple minutes. So keep that in your head. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. When we're tracking from the AdLab blog, look here, before I show you how to set up your own link, look here, and do you see where it says actions? This is an A for actions. Let me go back to that. So there we go. Watch this. When I click on actions, there's been 39 actions since we started tracking a couple days ago for this. And do you see this saw sales page action here? That's coming from, they went through the original link and ended up seeing the sales page, which I custom made that action. So that gets a little technical, but let me show you exactly how to do that so that it all works, okay? So first things first, you're going to go here to create new link. Okay, so we're going to create a new link. And what we're doing here is we want to name this link. So what I'm going to do is 1000 lead challenge funnel. Okay, so 1000 lead challenge funnel. And what we're going to do is I'm going to call this one 7 FB ad tweaks, because that's what it is. And we have a URL. You can use this. You can build in your own, whatever. They show you how to do this. And then it's going to ask you what URL they need to put in here. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to grab this URL, the master URL. We're going to snag that. We're going to pop it in there. Everybody good so far? Create link. Everything looks like this. Okay, so we've created that. Now I got a bunch of other stuff in here, but let me see if I can find my link. Where did I put it? These are always testy for me when I'm trying to show it. There we go. That's why I had my search on. Sorry. Okay. Now we should be able to find what we've got. Hang on. Can everybody see that? We've got this brand new thing that we created. Good. Notice there's no stuff here. There's no stuff here. And I'm going to type in 1000 so we can get rid of all this other stuff on the page. And that's all the thing you see. Does that help to sort of get some of the clutter off the page? Yeah, good. So now we've got this. Now what this is total clicks. This is, sometimes when you click, it's going to go to a help page. This is unique clicks. This is what we would sort of call your fraudulent clicks, or clicks from like bots, things like that. So not real people clicks. You've got actions and you've got sales. The other stuff gets into, you know, tracking other things, but that's sort of where we're going to live right now, okay? So what happens is if you go in and you grab this, so you're going to copy your tracking link. Can everybody follow this for me? Because I'm going to need your help for this next part. So you're going to copy your tracking link. So we copied our tracking link. Now I want to show you something here real quick. Can you guys see this? That's our tracking link raw. Okay, we're not going to use this. So this is the raw tracking link. This is what we're going to use. Let's say I did a Facebook ad. We're going to paste that. We're going to put a slash. And we're going to name it after the campaign. Does this make sense? So now I'm going to copy that. That would be the URL that we put in. So would you all do me a quick favor? Yeah, just let me see if I can make it a little larger for you. Hang on. Good call. Does that help? A little easier to see? Cool. So do me a real quick favor. What I want you to do is I'm going to pop this in the chat box. Would you guys do me a favor and go click on this for me real quick? Can you guys go click on that and tell me when you're done clicking on it? Just come back when you're done. Good. Okay, so we're going to do another one. With our solo ads, we're going to do the name of service that we did, or the name of the provider. No, don't sign up. Don't do any of that. I just needed you to click through. Name of service, and then we're going to do the date. So if you bought a solo ad from me, you'd put Ben Atkins, and you'd put Feb, or you just do it like this. I'd do our date. So 02/02/17. So February 2nd, 2017, and you bought it from Ben Atkins. Does that make sense? Okay, so do me a quick favor. Don't worry if it doesn't make sense yet, James. It'll make sense in a second. We're just changing this so that we can track where the traffic came from. Does that make sense, buddy? So it all goes to the same place, but we want to track where it came from. So James, what you would be doing is this would be your Facebook ad campaign. This would be your solo ads. You want to track which one was more effective. So if you had different Facebook audiences, which Facebook audience was more effective? And I'll show how this comes together in a sec. So I'm going to paste this in the chat box. Do me a quick favor. All of you go click on that right now. Don't opt in. Just go click on it. Tell me, come back here, say done when you're done clicking on that. Awesome. Okay, cool. So for those of you actively participating and helping, not everybody will. A small group will help and actually participate. That's okay. I just need a few of you to help me participate. We're going to refresh this page, and do you guys see what happened? Okay. Now look at this. When I track this, when I click TC, do you see what happened? Do you see what happened? So now I know that 19 people came through this link. I know that 18 people came through this link, and it's telling me that only 4 were unique coming through this link because you'd already come through this link. Does that make sense? Now, this isn't super effective for us yet. That's good information to know, but what we're about to do is what makes this a lot more effective. Okay? So you see how that works? And what's great is you don't have to come back in here and set up a new URL. All you have to do is, pretty simply, just change what's on the end here. So if I change this to something else, it's going to be a brand new link automatically in your system. So you can change links on the fly once you set up this master link. You don't have to log back in, which is something I really like. So here's the next part. What we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the gear again, and we're going to jump in here, and we are going to track conversions. Track conversions. Now, if you have your page, you can set this thing up on your thank you page after they bought. You can even put in the amount of money they had to spend to be there, and you can track sales. We're not going to do that for what we're doing right now, but I can show you how to do that if you'd like to see it. But what we are going to be doing, because this is very important for us, we're going to use the action tracking pixel. So I'm going to grab that, and we're going to head back over to ClickFunnels to our thank you page. On our thank you page, we're going to click Edit. And above this is not going to show up, by the way, on your actual page, but it will fire. Custom JavaScript HTML down here, so you just got to scroll down here. Click here, paste that in, but we're going to change one thing. Do you see right here where it says and ref? You see that? Okay. Just type opted in. Opted in. So nref equal opted in. Make sure you've got this quote behind it. Click save. Click save. And that should show up here in a couple seconds. Now let's look at this page. Notice this page does not look any different. Does not look any different. Okay? It looks the same. But there you go. So, can you all do me another favor? Can you all do me another favor? What I want you to do, and I'll pull you off this list afterwards. I'm not trying to get you to opt into a list. But what I want you to do is I'm going to build another one of these. I'm going to pop this in the chat. This time, opt in for me. Go through that link and opt in for me. And come back and tell me when you're done after you've seen the thank you page. Good. Thank you. Good. Do you see the difference on the page now? What just happened? We've got more clicks, but now we have actions that have happened. So if I click into, let me get back here. If I click into here, now I can see that 18 of you went through test again, and 13 of you, by the time I refresh this page anyway, had opted in. And if we click over here to actions, you can see that the action was opted in. Can I show you a step further? Can I show you a step further? Because this is important to start knowing too. Okay, so now, once again, we're tracking conversions. It's the same thing. It's the same conversion tracking pixel that we used before. I'm grabbing it here. I'm going back to ClickFunnels. I'm going to our payoff page, which is the one that they can only find through the email. I'm going to edit page. I'm going to put the code there. But instead of opted in this time, made it to, let's do video. Made it to video. Okay. Save that. So I'm going to pop this URL in, and hopefully that page will have updated by the time I pop it in. Would you guys do real quick and click through this video? I don't want to make you have to go check your email, but can you click through to that page just real quick? Now, do you see what happened? Do you see what happened? So now what it's also tracking is, did you make it to the video? Not only did you opt in and you made it that far, but did you also make it to the video? So it's tracking you all the way through, and it's telling us about a different action that ended up happening. Does that make sense? So you can see that 14% actually made it there to opt in, or 14 made it, which is 52% of the people that came through. 13 of that 14 actually went to watch the video because they got your email and clicked on it and went. Do you see why these numbers are much more valuable to have than just your opt-in percentages on the page over time. So let me review real quick again. When you have this set up on both your thank you page and your payoff page, the tracking links, and you're pointing your link at the opt-in page, like we showed how to set up. If you need to go back and watch it, that's okay, by the way. But when you do that, now you can track everybody that came through, how they came through, what traffic source they came through, and what actions they actually took afterwards. Everybody good there? So we are going to basically be using this master link here. So we'll copy our tracking link, and every time we use a different tracking source, we're just going to put a different trailing ID here so that we can track the new traffic source. And the tracking codes that we set up and we don't have to touch again will now tell us how far they're making it through. Do you think that data is going to come in handy? Good. Good, good, good. Do you know how to set up some simple tracking now? Now there's definitely more complicated ways to do this, and there's definitely, some better things you can do, but this is very simple, an easy way to get some early numbers and to make a decision off of which traffic sources are actually working best for you. Okay? Good.